Hey crafty friends, welcome back to the Old Paper Lady. I'm Lori. If you're new here, hi and welcome, and thank you for joining us. I think we're gonna I'm thinking about doing some ephemera builds today. Actually, I think what I want to do is this covered envelope thingy bob here that I've had sitting here forever. This is a page from Melina 1202. That I thought would go with this stuff pretty good. And we have all of this here. It's just kind of neutral colors. So I think that's what I'm going to play with. I'm going to do that. Because it's just been sitting for years. Sitting here for years. I don't know if I want to use this envelope or not. I think I'm going to switch the envelopes out. Because that one, the hinge on it, I don't like. But I am going to make this into like two separate pockets. That'll be a pocket and that'll be a pocket. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue that to that on the inside. And I might put one of those up here. So that's what I'm thinking about that. Well, you know what? Let's just work on this. Let's work on this here a little bit. Because now I done got a whole idea going in my head what I'm gonna do. So we just gonna change up the script. I think I need to cut this flap off because this was open completely wrong. Or should I glue that down? I could glue that, couldn't I? Yeah, let's glue that and then we'll just work on it. Because I want to glue that. Because I was thinking of doing like something kind of like this, maybe. And then have it where it could wrap around the page. How wide is that? Right at 5.5, so we need to fold it a little bit different. We need to fold it right about here for that to work, don't we? Yes, that would be 5 1/4, which we could trim, you know, this down. That's no big deal. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. So we're going to do wrap around a page, trim the top piece off where that would be a pocket. And I think that's going to work. Okay. So now before I do that, I need to glue these pieces in here. I want to glue that down just so it has the floral bit right there. Okay. All right, let's get to work. So I'm going to do this with the wet glue so it'll slide in and out a little easier. And I'm going to glue it to the pocket part. Does that make sense? So we're gluing it to the pocket. Okay. I think I just messed up because I think I needed to glue that to the back. That's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and cut this flap off. Well, that's going to get me confused. It's already getting me confused. Well, this is what not to do, but we're going to fix it. No big deal. So I didn't mean for it to be a whole not what to do video. And then we still got that piece we can use for something else. Okay, so that just fixed that little edge up. I'm going to tear this bit here off. Get this bit off. And I think I'll tear this bit here off too. There we go. Just took care of that, didn't it? Because this is going to be glued to our page. Now wrap around the page. That's what I'm wanting. So then I'll need to collage this side and the other side. Yeah, so that'll wrap around the page. We'll glue it here and here. And you can have this as a pocket. So we need to put a pull in that after we collage it. Okay. As you can tell, I had no idea of what I wanted to do when I sat down here today. So then, on this side, I think I'm just going to cut this and fit it inside of it. And glue that down on the inside, just so you have the lacy bit showing when you pull something out of it. It needs to be done right to there. Okay. Yeah, I needed to glue that on the inside. Glue this one on the inside. Then we'll put whatever we fix the tag up on this. We'll put some type of address or something there on that. And that's going to be a pretty good sized piece of ephemera. Oh yeah, that worked out pretty good. That worked out pretty decent. I didn't mess that up too bad. Okay, so now I'm thinking I may have some glue seepage over here. Let's just open it and check. Yep, nope, we are good. Okay. The only reason I thought so was because of this wet spot here. Alright. So now that is good. I'm going to varnish this really, really good. Alright, so now let's see what we got. And I'm just going to square this up so I don't have to worry about, you know, the roundness of that. So now let's lay this flat. And we can take this and put it here on these two pieces. Yep, we sure can. Now we need to get a tear ruler to tear that. I'm going to tear it a wee bit longer just so I could wrap it around the edge on the end there. That wasn't tore as good as I wanted it to, and I'm going to tear it a little bit longer up top just so we can fold it over on the inside. And then we can put this down with glue stick. Hopefully we can anyways. Hope everybody's doing okay. I'm just still playing and having fun in my own little space. Just doing a little bit of crafty scrapping. That's all I'm doing. Like I said, I have several projects that have been sitting on my desk for some time. And I've just been wanting to get them done. So that's pretty much what I'm doing here. Alright, so I need to make sure that this is down far enough to square that up and over far enough to square that up. So then, see, I don't have to worry about rounding that bit there. Okay, there we go. I'll fold this over on the inside. I know I need to cut that. No matter, just matter that corner right there. Well, I said I was going to. I can't get my scissors to do nothing there. Okay. I need to miter it just a wee bit more there so then it won't glue itself together. And we'll just wrap that around. Because that's going to be glued to our page anyways. We're going to glue here and here on this side, and we'll glue there and there on the other side. So I'm just saying for when we fold it and use it, that's not going to be white on the edge. Well, shoot, so far I'm liking that. I can't pick nothing up. What is going on with the fingers today? They don't want to work. You know, we got to break out some music page. Put us a little bit of music page. So basically we're just, you know, sitting here willy-nilly collaging, basically, is what I'm doing. Willy-nilly collage is my favorite. Alright, so I'm going to take that white strip off of there. So that needs to be where it's going to fit over here and right at the corner of that. So we need to put it down right here. And then I'll run me a piece of something up that way. Probably washi tape more than likely. This would be a good project for washi tape as well for the little skinny bits. I may pull out me washi tape here in just a second. I think I will, sure enough. Because this is, you know, pretty neutral. That's why I was wanting to do it. So I'll do this and this. And I'll just flip this piece up on the back. There we go. Snip that little bit there on the end off. Make sure when you're snipping at your edges that you don't cut your envelope. And these are still stacked project pockets that I had in the works. Okay, so now what do we want to put on there? Where's my French music page? Back here it is. Have some of this that's kind of neutral too. Let me save that piece. We can stamp us a number on it. And save that for collage too. So now I'm wanting to just take and put this right here. Then I need to take about right here. And that way I'll wrap around the bottom. I'll do this, and I'll wrap around the bottom. Okay, so far I'm liking it. Then we can put us, you know, like a rose here or some stuff up here. Depending on what journal we want to put it in, that would be really pretty. Do I have any number bits that I would want to use already stamped? Green, purple, blue. That blue would be pretty on there, wouldn't it? And then we got a yellow. It wouldn't stand out much, but it'd be pretty. Let's do that. You can ink that up. Put it over here on the music side. It'd stand out, or down here at the bottom, either one. I'd be fine with that. So now I've gone from covering the envelope to decorating the envelope. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, let's just, well, that's going to be in the fold. So fold is right there. So I'm going to put it on this side of the fold. There we go. And see, that's those book page edges that I take and just stamp numbers on. I need to get some of that stuff out and do a bunch of that. That's why I save all of these little bits and pieces like that. And I'll put it in here, and then, you know, one night while I'm sitting here just bored watching movies, I'll pull it out and stamp a bunch. I need to do some stamping some more this week, but it's the week of the wedding, and I don't want my fingers to be all stained up. That's the only reason I'm not playing with my stamps more. Because I was like, I could really do that all day Thursday. No, I can't. That's, you know, day before the wedding. Can't really do that. That would be pretty on there. Pretty and neutral. So would that. Ooh, that would be good too. So we might play with both of those. And then here's like a book page script. Is that not enough? Nope. And then there's this. That's kind of a real neutral color. So let's just play with these for a minute. If I can find the end of them. So I want to put this here. And fold that little bit over the top. And I'll take me another piece and put it on the inside and fold it over the top. Just so we have a smooth edge there. Well, it would have been smooth had I not messed that fold up. Had it folding over on itself. stick this over here too. Why not? It's pretty. It goes with, it's a different color. I'm going to square it up. Then I'm going to take me another piece and do the same thing as I did with this one. I'm going to wrap it around it. If I don't fold it over itself. And that'll be my edge over here. I know it doesn't look like much now, but when we get done with it, it's going to be beautiful. We don't want to use you. Let's see, it's butterflies. It's kind of folly looking. Oh, we got this piece here. Let's use this piece here. And we'll run down this whole side right here. I'm trying to meet it up right there. So that, and see, you're still going to be able to see that music underneath it. And then I'm going to run me another piece that's about the whole length. Need to go up a little bit here. The whole length of the envelope. And I'm going to fold this over to cover our end. And that is our collaged envelope. Nowhere near what I envisioned it to be when I pulled all these pieces together that went together. So, but I like it. I think it's pretty. So I'm happy with it. It's neutral enough, you know, that we can do something with it. Oh, good gracious. These washies have to go in here a certain way or they will not shut the lid. So now I got to fool with them just a second. Yep, I think that's wrong. There we go. Then that one goes on top of that. Alright, so now I have some of this print here. Now let's fold it back. Because, see, we're going to need to probably put a piece of washi down that right there. Maybe not. I think I got that book page over enough where I could do my fold back the way I had it. And it still be squared up. Yep, I did. Thank goodness I did. That needs a little bit of glue under there. That's going to catch. Just a little bit under this as well. Just because when it folded, it made it put a little pressure on it. Okay. So this is like a script washi, and I'm just going to put a few pieces here and there on it. Just because. I don't even know what it says. But we're just going to put some here and there in the other place. Just put a little bit here. Might put some up here in the corner. down here on that blue page. I actually like that. That's turning out to be quite cute, even if I did it. So I want to put a little piece of the script here, like that. And then we can put a floral or, you know, fussy cut or what have you on that. Now, don't mind this here. Here, let's do, this is a better actual visual of what it's going to look like on the page. Okay. Then, and I like that you can still see the music notes over here through that washi. If I can get this peeled back off of here, I'll put some on this side. I like that. That is turning out quite cute. And I'm just going to put me a little piece of washi right here, sideways, just because. So then that's going to be your pocket on this side. You have the pocket inside. You can glue it this way, or you can just glue it down like this and have it a tuck behind and a pocket. And then on this side, we've got a full pocket. Now I may slide that out just a bit so it could be like a tab, because see, that's going to put a hinder, and it'd be just a, you know, a little small tab. So depending on where it goes in a journal, we may slide it out a little bit more just so we can have a little bit more of a tab on it. And then that'll go in the journal like that. And then you would just glue on your page in here. I think that is going to work. So then we'll have, you know, like have a little tab piece that has a pocket on both sides and a tuck on both sides. I think that would work better to do the tab, because see, you got the space there. Okie doke. So I'm liking that one. Now let's get us get our thumb pull here so that it indicates a pocket. And I'm putting just a small one on that side. On this side, we'll put us a good sized one in the middle as much as we can. All right, so see now with your thumb pulls, yeah. So even just a smidget sticking out, so you know, a quarter of an inch maybe, so that it doesn't put a hindrance on your fold. You still have the full pocket. I would just glue the edge of the page and the bottom of this, and then you have the tuck behind pocket there. You have, you know, the full, pretty much the full page. This one you can glue, you know, the edge of the page and the edge of the envelope. Have a full tuck and then a pocket as well. And I may, when I put these down, I would glue across the top of this. Well, no, you can't do that. You can't do that, because then you wouldn't have to have the tuck behind it. Crazy. I'm telling you, you got all this and that, and then I'm going to tell you to glue it up. No, you don't do that. Don't listen to me. Don't do that. Okie dokie. Well, that was fun. And then we got us some good little scraps. So then we could probably do a couple pieces of ephemera with that. So let's see if we can't make us a, whoops, that's my sample page. I can't use you. Can't use the sample page. Well, I don't have any more, just because I got all the master boards put up here. Let's see what would go in that really good. and neutrally looking. Look, there's just some scraps to make some, there's just some more scraps to make, whatchamacallits with. Ooh, look, here's just a good piece. And that kind of goes with, don't it? Shut up. And I think that's what I was doing with that, was making that. And then we'll just back the back of that with that lighter material. Look, there's just a bunch of cluster making stuff. I might play with that. Sure might. Look how pretty this masterboard is, y'all. I'm debating on cutting that up. And it's on, I think I can do the back of it and make that a cover. I really like that as a cover. I love that. So that's my problem. And then, you know, like, I make pretty ones like that, and I don't want to cut them up. That one's really pretty. I just don't want to cut them up. Now, this is an envelope that I've covered and made a cover out of it. So, I think that's going to be real pretty. But, yeah, so we'll play with this. So, let's see. With this one here, this will go on this side, won't it? It sure the heck will. Oh. What did I do? Did I glue it together? Heck yeah, I did. Oh no. Oh no. I glued that side together, y'all. Yeah, so we'll put that in there and put us a little tab on that. And we'll have that one, and then we'll fix this to go in here. Actually, I'm going to cut it and do it like that. And then this can be the back piece of that. I'll need another big piece for this one. Let's see, where you at? I need a neutral board. I don't think I got no more. That's not all that neutral. Well, this one's yellow. We can make it out of that, honey. Make it out of that. I wanted to use that as a cover. I don't want to cut that up. I'm not cutting it up because I want that as a cover. See, that's my problem. I want to use everything as a cover. That's alright. So I guess y'all know tomorrow we'll be making us some more neutral background masterboards, because I've done used all the ones I made. Okie doke. So now, let's see. I think I'm going to do this away and cut it right here. Slide this down and cut it right there beside the délamont. And we'll need to re-glue this because it was put down with, guess what? That daggum Ehu glue, not Uhu. I'm going to call it Ehu. Okay. So like that will fit in that pocket. And then look here. So then that'll go in there. And then that'll show through the front with the French writing. And put us a label on that. Put a tab pull on that. And we got just the stuff over here. And then this, we're going to turn it this way around the corners, and that'll be a tuck for that side. And I need to make one for this side. Okie doke, no problem. All of that is blue. Yeah, all that's blue. No big deal. Because you know what I got right here? I got 110 pound cream cardstock, and I'll fix me one right quick like. We sure will. Alright, so we need to back these. Well, not really, but I want to. Just, you know, because I want to. Alright, so I'm going to back them with this rose looking paper. I think that'll work pretty decent on there. And it should work good. Okay. Well, this has just turned into a whole little project, isn't it? And then look, we got these scraps right here, ready-made. We'll make us a master board to match it. And it's neutral. And then we can do whatever we want to with it. And this is some of that thinner cardboard stuff that I put this on originally. So I'm just going to back it with this white rose paper. Trying to get it on there to the edge. And of course, you know, we did it with the glue stick, so it is going to roll. So when I come up with stuff, this is what I'm doing. I'm just sitting here with my pieces of paper and playing. I mean, literally, that's what I do. Most of the time, I do that after I've shot my video for that day, and I'll just sit here and play with whatever's left on my desk. Most of the time, I do try to use it up, like the scraps, so I don't have a buildup of scraps. That's why I don't have a whole lot of scraps. Is whatever scraps I do have, I try to use it up and make a master board or something out of it, or make, you know, something. I try to make something out of it. Now, the only thing is I'm fine with that the way it is, and then I want to maybe put a French label of some sort down it. So we need to cover these other pieces here, and you can write on that, and that's going to be plenty big enough to put on there and cover that. It sure enough is. And then one of it we don't use, we'll use in our master board. Heck yeah. And then we'll make us a big one to go on the other side. Oh, come on, glue stick. It's not the glue stick, it's this stuff here eats the glue up. Oh, I was like, what did I do with my piece that I was wanting to use? I stuck it over here. I'm sorry if you see my head. I'm just trying to get that right up to the edge of that paper. And this is going to bow like nobody's business. So let's put it under the mat for just a minute till we get it all backed, and then, you know, we can work on it. And I'm going to make my master board real quick for my big piece. And that's probably going to be our video. We spent a whole video, which, you know, we've got a whole finished piece of ephemera to go in our journal. So we've got pockets on both sides. We've got the journal card tab pulls and everything done for this whole piece of ephemera. Okay, I'll just throw it in the floor. You got a vacuum cleaner. My only thing is this stuff here just soaks glue up like nobody's business. Okay, so I'm going to put that underneath there. We'll throw this over here for our scrap pile to do our master board on. And we need to cover this one. I'm going to cover it with this piece right here. Be perfect for it. And we'll have a little bit left over. Okie doke. This paper wasn't so thin, I would use my wet glue for this because it wouldn't roll as bad, but it would show through that. Once it's dried, it will still have a dark place. And that's why I'm not using my wet glue, because this paper here is 20-pound printer paper. So I don't want that showing the glue marks from the wet glue on it. And it will, after it dries, the 20-pound paper will. Didn't get that exactly straight on there, and that may not have been an exactly straight piece, so that's fine and dandy with that. I'm fine with that. We can trim it up. Right now I'm just cutting the excess pieces off. I'll make me 2 pulls real quick. And then we're going to get to making this master board, because this needs to dry a little bit. I'll stick it under my mat as well. And get my Timu whale tail punch. Now, how you use this is you'll take your piece of paper and you'll fold it and you'll stick it in your punch. Now, this is if you don't want to take and have to worry about gluing the pieces together. So you fold it in half, stick it in your punch to where that, see that little piece right here? And then you'll punch that. Okay. So then I'm going to go on up a little bit. Fold it in half again. And I take and slide it in the punch. On camera, probably not, because I'm holding it up against my stomach to hang on to it. And then it push it, so see where this here sticks out? So then that way, and that's how that Timu punch works, the whale tail. And I need to sit here one day and just punch a bunch of these. I really do. But, you know, I don't have the time to sit down and do that much. So most of the time when I am at home and not working or not shooting a video, I am trying to fussy cut or get stuff printed, so that I don't have to sit here on camera and hand fussy cut everything that I want to work with and use in a journal. So I try my best to get, you know, the majority of my fussy cutting done off camera on my days off on the weekends and that, so that during the week I'm not having to sit and, you know, fussy cut whole sheets like this to use a piece or whatever. Okay, so that's my pulls for my stuff. I did see a number there, I thought, that just flew by my face. I kind of want to put on that one on the bottom down here, I'm kind of wanting to put that in it or something. Let's put that on it. Cafe Restaurant de Paris. Let's do that. And then it'll still be neutral. And we can put it in whatever we want. So then that will be our piece that's going to show through here. And our one ephemera piece that's going in the inside of that. I think that would be really pretty. That would be pretty too, but we didn't cut this one, so we're using that one. All right, so now we need to make our master board. Hurry up, get your stuff together, woman. Don't have to be perfect. Just start gluing stuff down and shut up. Thank you. Just start gluing stuff down and hush up, woman. I'm going to use these scrap bits of that book page. A little bit here and there. Just to get it used up. No other rhyme or reason than that, but just to get it used. Now this, I am going to cut this in half. Put a piece down here in the corner. And that was some type of scrapbook paper, because there's the barcode on it. And it was probably a old Michael's paper. Heritage Lace. Old Michael's or AC Moore, because that's how long I've had that paper. A very, very, very long time. Had not intended on doing a master board, but here we are. So we need the big pieces to go behind it. You know what I'm saying? So we got to make one. We just got to. We can't not have the big pieces of ephemera to go behind it. I think this is probably about the quickest that I've made some ephemera pieces, like a whole piece. I'm just going to put that down right there. Why not? Just do it. I'll give you that. And that's all the pieces of that I had. And I'm going to put this one in the middle here somewhere. I think I need to change my glue page. I'm just going to put it right here. And yeah, I know that's kind of evened up there, but I'm thinking I'll cut a piece here, and a piece here, so then that piece is all the way through it. You know what I mean? That was my my thoughts on that. Look, now we got another glue page pocket to make. And if we don't use this other piece here, guess what? We can take and do that with it. Sure enough can. Okay, doke. Quit adding stuff to your agenda, woman. That's all you're doing. I just keep adding stuff to my agenda. Sometimes that happens like that. You sit down and you just start looking at the pretty stuff, and you're just like, ooh, we can do this. Ooh, we can do that. You know, it's the creative flow. And normally I would say, you know, don't argue with that. Just let it ride and go with it. Do what you can as long as it's coming. But, you know, we are on the time strengths of trying to get a video uploaded within an hour. So you two don't have a heart attack and not upload my video. So that's what I'm working with. Ugh, give me that. That's going to be plumb cute. Oh, look, we do got another one of them pieces, don't we? Let's see. I want to tear a darker piece here. Let's tear this here off. I need to, I just need to do that, don't I? Right there. Yep. I know it's not exactly straight, but you know. Oh well. It'll even out. a chunk of glue on there. Put that back. And wipe my fingers a wee bit because I got a bunch of glue that time. I'm thinking I can put this piece. Let me split that. And then we'll have, if I could pick the paper up, it would be great. So then I can put that piece right there. I still need to put a little strip of something there. I'm going to put this piece here. So then that's, you know, on all of them. Oh my goodness, at the glue. And this is 110-pound cardstock, so maybe it won't roll up with this too bad. So we're going to glue this like this and make us a tall, skinny tag or a belly band later on down the road. I'm just going to throw it over here in a to-do pile. Look, I can put this little sliver right here, can't I? Yeah. Just do it. Use it up. Put that right there. As soon as I find the top of the page. Oh, you need to go up a little bit. There you go. Okay, so now we need a piece here. I would like to break this down a little bit. I don't want that right there. Okay, so I think I can, nope, it's going to be too short. That's the same piece. Let's put you here. Break that side off right here. I don't want to cover that rose up. Okay. Then I think I can fill in with that little piece right there. And just cut it. Just cut it. Do that. Boom. Right there. Sorry, I'm getting quiet and I'm trying to work a little fast here. Trying to get all the bits and pieces done. Okay, let's get that music page. So now I've got some more darker strips. And we can use that to put that right there. Yep. piece up here. Yep. See, and that's why you don't throw away these little bitty strippy strips, because you can do this with it. Fill in your little patchy spots. If you don't have enough glue on your fingers, that takes it off the page with you. And that's exactly what's going on there. I got too much glue on my fingers. So then, I've got this, so I can put that right there. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. I'm going to tear that edge off. I'm going to throw them scripts right back in there. Okie doke. Okay. So then we got our masterboard done. We're going to cut it up. We don't have to back it because guess what? I put it on 110-pound cardstock. So it's ready to go. We just got to cut it up. Neutral. Love it. Okay, so I'll put this back over here. I'm going to take just do one good time this away with it. Alrighty, so when we think we've got all of our bits and pieces now, we just need to round these and ink them and put our pulls on them. Cut our masterboard, round it and ink it. And we got a whole piece done, y'all. What time is it? Ooh, right at an hour. So we're gonna go over just a wee bit. All right, and this is what, 11 inches. I don't really know what the, so I know the one side, I want 4.5 on that one side for a piece to go behind the big part. There's that. And then on the other side, you take and cut these like this. That is 8.5, so we can do 4 1/4 and have 2 4 1/4 tags. Shut your face. Or 2 4 1/4 by 6.5 journal cards. Boom, lovely. Yes, ma'am. Do I have anything that is yellow or neutral that is cut out? I got a bunch of florals, a bunch of birds. I don't use none of that. That would be pretty for a yellow journal, a yellow rose journal. It would be really pretty for that yellow rose journal I was thinking about doing. All right, so this goes this way. That goes that way. That goes that way. And then this one's going this way. These are the insides. That's behind. And that's behind. And see, and now that I got these, I don't want to use that behind. I want to use one of these as behind piece. Dilemmas. Started out with that. We're going to keep that, and we'll put these off to the side, and we'll do something with them later. All right, so this piece here that's going in here, I need an eyeball and put this here on there. All right. Okay, so that needs to go. So I want to see it like right in here. So I need to put it kind of like right at the start of the L. So it needs to go kind of like right here. Right. Needs to go up a little bit. I think that's where I want it, right there. Just so that shows through the window. one page. Thought I was done with it, but nope. Okay, right at the L, right above those words. Straight as we can possibly get it. Let's see what we come out with. Oh, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Love it. Okay, so then we need to trim a wee bit. Let's get the good choppy trimmer. And then trim a little bit. Just a wee bit, not a bunch. Alright. Does this one need any trimming? Kinda, yep. Kinda, yep. I think that is it. Alright, so then now I'm going to round that, put a pull on it. And I was so trying to finish this in this video today, and it's just not going to happen, y'all. It is not going to happen. We're going to have to finish it tomorrow, I think. And the only reason is because much over an hour, YouTube doesn't like to upload a video. It takes half a day. And I need to trim the side of that just a little bit. Had a bunch of jagged edges. I was fine with it, but I kind of wasn't liking it. Alright, I think I am going to get off of here for today. So, like, that is going to be the tag that goes in this journal card tag. This is the journal card that goes in here. This is the one that's going to go on this side behind. Put that in here. That's going to go in here. And then this is going to go behind on this side. I think that's going to be awesome. So then I'm going to find something to put down here. And I'm going to put a label up here. So we're going to finish it tomorrow because I still got to put the tabs on the stuff. I got to put something on this. Focal point. You know, that's the back of that. I'd really like to put something here maybe. And then this, I think I'm just going to put a label, a French label on it. But that's our pieces. We just got to finish them up, and I'm going to get off of here for today. But these are the bits and pieces that we've made today. We collaged an envelope, and we covered the inside where we could, this is actually stuck to the window to cover the window. And then this one is to just, when you pull the ephemera out, it's there. And then we did all the ephemera. Made a master board through all of this as well. And we cut the pulls for everything. So we did, you know, that's quite a bit of work for one piece of ephemera. And that's what happens. So And that was sitting down here with no clue about what I wanted to work on. Just picked it up and started going. So we're getting back at it tomorrow and finish these pieces up. And we'll just start from there. And I'm going to leave these over here while we're still working on this stuff. And then plus we still have these 2 pieces that we made. So we did a lot today, y'all. We did a lot. Alrighty. Thank y'all so much for watching. I want to thank and appreciate all the new subscribers. Thank you so, so much. And I greatly appreciate you all that's comment and ask me how I'm doing. I am doing a lot better with my health wise. I know I hadn't been talking about it much here lately just because I felt like I was sounding like a broken record about, you know, me being sick and this and that. But I am doing quite a bit better. I do have more asthmatic issues now since this last bout with the rib cage and all of that. But other than that, I'm doing a whole lot better than I was. So thank you all once again for asking, and I greatly appreciate that. So we will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good night.